Welcome to this short summary of the Copyhackers 10x course. In this video, I am going to summarize this course so you get the main ideas and decide if you want to purchase it. You can also get the full 43-page summary of this course by clicking on the link below. If you use the coupon code YouTube, you can get 15% off. Now, this course, 10x emails, was created by Joanna Wiebe. I am sorry if I mispronounced her last name. I did the best I could. So she's the original conversion copywriter and probably the top copywriting teacher on the internet. She's the founder of Copyhackers, an online school and a blog that has made thousands of students better copywriters. So you are in good hands. This course's big, bold promise is that it will teach you how to become the most profitable person in the room by learning how to send profitable emails. You can put into action what you learn immediately. So let's start this short summary. And remember, if you want to get the full summary, make sure to check the link in the description. The power of email. For every dollar spent on email, the average return is $44, making email the most profitable online channel. Now, I've worked with paid advertising for 7 years, and I've never seen this type of returns. Don't get me wrong, paid advertising can be very profitable. I've seen 2x returns, 3x, 4x, and even 10x returns, but I've never seen 44x. That number is just mind-blowing. So you have to reset your thinking when it comes to email. Every online business is an email business. Most business owners and marketers put tons of resources on social media, web, etc., but not on email. And email has a bigger impact than any other internet actions, and it usually gets the least attention. But why? My guess is that they don't know how powerful email is, or they don't know how to take advantage of it. Well, with this course, you will know. Email is pure direct response. Not cool, not creative, but very profitable. I am sure that old school copywriters like Gary Halpert and Joseph Sugarman would be very happy with email. Before I continue, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other course summaries. Also, if you want me to summarize a particular course, let me know in the comments. The commandments of email. Don't blast, segment, one call to action per newsletter. Don't come off as creepy. And this not only applies to email, right? It applies to everything in life. Unsubscribes are normal. And to understand email, think about your goal, where your subscriber is at, and how can you bring the two together. Email segmentation. The more you know about your subscribers, the better your offers can be. Segmenting emails means sending emails to people who have something in common. You do this to be more relevant. Remember, relevancy sells, irrelevance annoys. This is one of the principles of online marketing. With segmentation, you can write more specific stories, which are more meaningful. Drip campaigns. Drip campaigns are cash machines. You can set them up and they will do the selling for you. A drip campaign is an automated email sequence that is activated once a person gives away his email or by any other action such as a subscription or purchase. How long should a drip campaign be? Well, it can be as long as it needs to be to make your subscribers act. It can be 3, 5, 7, 10 emails, even longer. Your results will tell if the length of your drip campaign is working. You can test different lengths and see what works best for you. The secret ingredient of email drip campaigns is the soap opera sequence, making your drip emails so interesting that they can't be left unopened. This is similar to the Netflix effect. When you're watching a TV show and you just have to watch the next episode because you need to know what happens next. You can learn everything about the soap opera sequence by reading .com Secrets. perhaps the most important online marketing book ever. I highly recommend reading this book. It was written by Russell Brunson, and it is a classic. .com Secrets. Peso formula for email. As you well know, using a copywriting formula will help you to know what to write, and your writing will sell more. Common copywriting formulas are AIDA and PAS. Now, the peso formula has one additional step, so let's go over it. P, present a problem. A, agitated. S, solve it. And finally, O, have a tangible outcome and then follow up with the next problem. Do this so when your subscribers open the next email, they feel compelled to keep reading and open the next one and the next one and the next one. How to structure content in your drip campaign. These are 4 steps you can use to make any drip campaign more effective. Number 1, educate your prospects on what they signed up for. Number 2, apply a copywriting formula such as peso or AIDA to educational emails to make them more powerful. Number 3, educate on the solution, then show the outcome. Number 4, the cliffhanger is very important in all emails because it will get users to open the next email. So this is basically the soap opera sequence that we saw earlier. Examples of emails you can use. These are templates you can use for your drip campaigns as well as your email blasts. If you're low on email ideas, you can use these immediately. They're tested and reliable. There are 16 of them, and I don't want to make this video too long, so I dropped them in a Google Doc in the description box. If you get the full summary, then you will get additional email templates as well. Rule of 1 for email. The rule of 1 is the first commandment of copywriting. Every piece you write needs to have your one reader, so keep in mind who are you writing to. Understanding your reader is a crucial part of the rule of 1. Your one offer, what your reader is going to get in exchange for their money. The one happiness-inducing thing the prospect will get once they buy your offer. And a common mistake is to send an email with multiple calls to action, such as buy this or buy that or check out this post. You have to focus on only one offer or one call to action. Your one idea, the idea that will drive your reader to the one big offer. It has to be compelling and it has to be original. And finally, your one promise, your guarantee that they will get the offer. AIDA for email. You've most likely heard about AIDA, the most used copywriting formula. If you have a minute, search on YouTube, AIDA Glengarry Glen Ross. And it's great stuff. It's a scene from a movie where Alec Baldwin explains AIDA. And I'm pretty sure he does a better job than I do. AIDA stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. So this is how it works. Attention, you grab your reader's attention by breaking a pattern. Interest, you get people interested enough to take action. Desire, you make them want what you sell using social proof, measurable outcomes, and demonstrations. And finally, action, you compel your reader to take action with an attractive offer. Keep in mind that you can use AIDA to improve any piece of writing. Every email is a story. The difference between emails that are ignored and emails that are read is story. You need to use stories in email. People love stories, and stories are very persuasive. All your emails should have a story. Any cold fact or data becomes more attractive and even believable if it's wrapped inside a good story. There's a good quote, and I don't remember who said it, but it goes something like this. Facts tell and stories sell. So keep that in mind. A compelling story is the most important aspect of email writing. 3 things great stories must have. Number 1, break patterns, be unexpected, new directions that your readers didn't see coming. Number 2, they feature heroes and villains. The villain could be the solution your prospect is switching from. And number 3, they show risk or adventure. They build with conflict and have obstacles. Copywriting principles and hooks for email. A strong hook works better than a slow start. A hook drops people into the action immediately. Skip the warm-up copy that doesn't lead directly into the story. Your readers always have to think, what's going to happen? The question underlying every great hook. A hook should be positioned at the very opening of your email. A good way of finding your hook is completing this phrase. I never thought it was possible, but ... Remember ADA. It starts with A for action and not B for boring, right? So grab your reader's attention from the very first sentence. Storytelling voice. The number one thing new writers want to learn is how to find their voice while writing. A voice makes readers feel like you get them. You need to find a voice that works for the audience that you most want. If you're still not sure what your voice is, research your market. That will give you the answers. Observe their mannerisms, how they speak, their tone. Use the same phrases they use. The battlefield principle. This is a copywriting technique borrowed from fiction writing. With the battlefield principle, you cut out all the fluffy words and land the reader right into the middle of the action. You skip everything the reader doesn't care about. The Superman principle. People love to feel important. Dale Carnegie said this in his famous book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So be a good listener and talk only about what they care about. This is essential to write good copy. Superman is the hero of his own story. The same way your reader needs to be the hero of the story you write. The hero saves the day. The prospect is at the core, not the service or product. Your copy should showcase your prospect either achieving their goal or moving towards achieving their goal. Your solution just helps them save the day. The hero is not your product or service. The hero is the prospect. If X, then X. The principle of commitment and consistency makes your copy more powerful. A commitment-focused technique used for generations to close sales. Future pacing. With future pacing, you create a future for your prospects with your words. So don't skip on the details. The more you know who your prospects are and what they want, the more you can apply future pacing in your email copy. Complete the purchase in the prospect's mind first, and then the prospect will complete the purchase in real life. Urgency. You need people to act immediately. That's why we work with triggers such as scarcity, urgency, and incentives. How you can use urgency. Set a deadline for your offer. Give them a bonus such as an info product if they buy now. Use buy one, get one free. Give them an upgrade to a premium product. Scarcity. You've probably heard of FOMO, fear of missing out. We imagine the disappointment we will feel if we miss a chance to get something we want. And the less there is of something, the more we want it. Applies to sales as well as relationships. In fact, scarcity is one of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, as well as one of Cialdini's principles of influence. You've probably had a girlfriend or boyfriend who was not very available, and that made you want him or her even more. That's scarcity. Of course, you have to use scarcity sparingly, because if it's overdone, it can drive customers away from you. Why your open and click rate sucks. First of all, nothing will help you if you've wronged your customers in the past. If you have, nothing you do will save your newsletter's soul. You will most likely have to start from scratch with new subscribers. With that in mind, there could be other reasons your opens and clicks suck. The reasons could be one or more of the following. You always send boring content. You just email your list when you want to sell them something. You use bait and switch subject lines. You sell or have sold crappy products. You're not fair on pricing. And finally, you didn't optimize for mobile. Why you don't always have to sell hard. Sometimes you can sell without doing it directly. You just have to disguise your sales messages as facts. The facts cut into the I am being sold to noise. A way to do this is to write an entire email of everything that goes into your product. Get as many facts about your product or service as possible and send them all in one email. It's powerful stuff, believe me. A/B testing for email. Why even the smallest businesses need to split test emails. Email testing is the easiest way to know what is working. The alternative is guessing, and you never want to do that when writing copy. So the most common email tests are subject line, which you can test by the open rate, body copy, which you can test by the click-through rate, and theme of your email, which you can test by the click-through rate and the number of purchases. Most common email mistakes: selfish storytelling, getting too long to get into it, being apologetic, and not adding any value. All right, so this is it. This was the short summary of the Copyhackers 10x email course. If you want to get the full 43-page summary, click on the link in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the comments. Bye-bye.